So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to go ahead and reuse a post. And I'll do the same thing as well with resources. So the first thing I'll show you is if you are had a class before, how to reuse a post. Real simple, I'm going to go to Create, and I'm going to go to Reuse Post. And I know that I had a class that I used in the past, and what I want to do is I want to go ahead and use, I'm going to restock my resources. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and I'm going to hit Reuse. And you'll notice it's going to bring up this dialog box, and I want to be specific in the title. So it says Reading Resources. It's got directions. Since this is a resource, I'm going to leave it ungraded, and I'm also not going to assign a due date. So that way students, it won't show up in their folder as missing or anything like that. And you'll see as far as the topic goes, it's automatically going to go into my resource folder. So I'm going to hit Assign. And again, I'm going to do this, I've got some other, I'm going to go to Reuse Post again. I'll grab another resource. So here's another, I'll reuse it. Same thing, you're going to notice it's very specific of what it is, Google Classroom, and it's tips, and then it's ungraded, no due date. And again, this is going to be in the resource folders. I'm going to want students to go to this quite often. And you can see now these are posting underneath here. I could do the same thing for any of the other topics if I go to Reuse Post, and I'll grab one more. Let's say we're going to go to periodic table. So now I'm going to reuse that, and it's going to generate, and you'll see that now, since this is an assignment that I want students to turn in, you'll notice that I'm giving it a point value. I want this to have a due date. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to give it the 7th as a due date. I can put a time if I wanted to. I don't have to. And now I'm going to post this in any one of the folders. So if, again, this one would go to science for the first 9 weeks, and I'd hit Assign. And you'll notice if I scroll down, I now have an assignment down here in the first 9 weeks for science, which is going to show up. And again, so I can do that. That's how I reuse old assignments.